Hello, welcome back to part 3 of this tutorial for making virtual reality applications for Unity for the Android phone in Unity3d. So in the first one we set up the interface the way we need it, and we added in things like the SDK, so software development kits, and all the settings that we had to do. Second one then, I just put in this floor, put in a material on it, and made these tables and put materials on them. I made these bouncy balls, so they are balls with weight, so they bounce and they drop, and then they also have a material on them, bounce, which allows you to make them bounce. So if you're okay with that, we'll be ready to continue. So I've got this going on. Next thing, this sky here is a bit boring looking, so what I'm going to do is just get it a nice cloudy sky. So that's by making a skybox. Now if you go to the asset store and just search for skybox and look for free ones, there's a good few free ones. This is one that I like. It's called Wispy Skybox, and you just download and import that and you'll get this folder here. Okay, now to add that in, I'm just going to go into materials and pick one of the skyboxes here and just drag it in, and I should have a sky. Right, maybe go with this one. Okay, so if I have a look in the game now, just have a press play. Right, looks a lot nicer. So there's lots of free materials on the asset store which you can find and download and add them. Now next thing I want to do is look at text. So if you want to add in some text, all you do is you need a thing called Text Mesh Pro, which comes with Unity. So just go up to Game Object, 3D Object, Text Mesh Pro, and I've got some text in here. So again, I can move this around and I can change its assets as well. So its attributes. So here's the text, and if I want to edit it, then I just go to the inspector. Here's the sample text. So I'll just type hello, how are you? Okay, now that's not fitting, so I'm just going to drag it out a bit and have a look at in the game. Okay, in here there's lots of settings again, so I can change the font if I want, the material, the style, so bold, italic, underlined, etc. The color, so I might just make it blue, for example. Just double click, select blue, and you have it there. And the face, the outline, there's loads of settings that you can use in Unity for text. So just play that and see what that looks like. Okay, so got that there. You can download your own fonts and put them in as well, and you have to create those separately, but it's straightforward enough. Now another cool thing you can do in Unity is animate. So how about what I want to do is get this text here, and I want it to start off down here and just slowly move up like that. Okay, so I want to animate it from the bottom to the top. The way you animate is just go to the animation tab, which is, I have it here. If you can't find it, just go to Window and go to Animation and Animation. Now these tabs, you can move them around wherever you want. Okay, so I quite like it down here, but put it wherever you want. You select what you want to animate, so that's this Text Mesh Pro, and you create an animation. So click Create. So call it text up. So that's created that. Now you start off with press and record, and I'm just going to move it a tiny bit to create a keyframe. Here's the keyframe, here's my time. This is in milliseconds, so if you zoom out, because milliseconds are extremely short, so maybe I'll just go for 15 seconds. So just go to where you want to go, so 15 seconds, and move it to where you want it to be after 15 seconds. And you'll see here Unity has inserted all of it to make it move. Now if I want to tweak that, I can just move the keyframes, and if I move them further, it's going to be slower or faster depending on whatever you want. And I'll just have a look at that as I press play. So the text should be coming up. Alright, here it is. Okay, so kind of slow, but that's alright. Right, now you can animate anything, so you can make the tables move around, you can make the camera move around, you can do whatever you want. One thing to bear in mind, when you do create an animation, it's automatically on loop. So if I go to my project here and find the animation, text up I called it, and it's got loop, I just untick that because I want it to go move up and just stop. Another thing then for this little tutorial is I'm going to put some things around the edge here, because when I look at it in my game, I'm kind of like in this platform and it's not very realistic. So I'm going to go to the asset store and I'm going to find some rocks. Okay, and there's some assets there. I want to make all this free, so just go and get some free rocks. Okay, here's some. Here's rocks pack. I used this one before, so this one's quite good. Just grab that, and I mightn't have to. Right, I don't have to download it because I've used it before. And here's import, so I'm going to import this one, which I think is kind of big, but we'll see it coming down now. I'll fast forward through this bit. Resize and go into the middle, and I can drag it down like that maybe, and move it now to where I want it. So I rotate it around like that, and use the gizmo here. So so this lets you go down and see where everything is. So I'm just going to look at it from above. Okay, like that, and I'm going to make it a bit bigger, move it across. I might just put it slightly underneath there. Oh, it is. And out a bit. Okay, so just see what that looks like. Okay, so there's my rock. Okay, I might move it up a bit because it's it looks kind of small there. Right. So you're going to have to play around with this. Might stretch it out a bit like that. Right. And again, move it back. I can tell by the table there. See what that looks like when I press play. Okay, so I've got a rock there, and it's just breaking the horizon there. And the good thing about these is that you can just, you don't even need to use the other rocks. You could move them around a bit. Now this is, see what that looks like. Doesn't seem to have moved. I'll try another one. So drag in another one, and I will again this one, rotate it. Okay. Okay, so just have a look and press play. See what that looks like. Okay, so that's a bit better. Okay. And I think I will So it looks a bit better. Okay, so I just want to put one more this side. I'm not seeing this one, so bring it up and make it a bit bigger. Okay. Alright. So I just want to surround it there with the rocks. Okay. So that makes it more realistic there. So that's bringing in an asset and installing it. Okay, so there's loads of free assets on Unity about anything, so you can go and get them that way. Okay, so that's that. Now the next one is I want to move around because I'm in a static position here. Oh, there's my text coming up, right? And I want to be able to walk around in VR. So that's what the next tutorial will be. So talk to you then.